Okay. Yes, please tell followers that we've started a live video. I hope my guests come back. Let me have that touch. Let's see. Let me have that. Okay. Mrs. F is back. Okay, put this there. Put this there. So that I can have light. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Let's see. She's coming on.
So hello, Mawuyon. I don't know what happened.
No, it was me. A call coming on my phone.
Oh.
It was me. So obviously that person didn't get my notice that please do not call at this time. So it was me. I thought the person I was on the show.
Okay.
Please,
so,
they should not call us. They should hold up for us.
Yeah.
So I'll jump into it straight. I just told people that I reiterated that you said, as creative, we are not allowing any negative energy bounce off us, so that we can be in the right frame of mind to do more creative work. Since our job is interactive, and people need us to be at the top of our game.
Yes.
So, hear what Niger Woman talk. Where has been the hardest place for you to stage hear what?
I think I would have to say probably Abuja.
Seriously? How so? Why?
It looked like it was going to be Germany, but it didn't. It ended up being Abuja. Because let me not Abuja or Liberia. Monrovia, Abuja.
What year are we talking about?
Well, we staged Hear Word in Abuja in 2016 or 16. I think it was 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was slightly difficult because we didn't realize that we would be overwhelmed by audience and government officials. So what I had was one official and then their two guards, which we didn't have seat for their guards. It was the first time I ever did Hear Word with guns in the room, like AK-47s lined up. Then the audience themselves, we oversold because even though I kept telling them at the tickets don't sell anymore, they started trying to put seats and it was just a mess. So audience was shouting at people standing. The room could maybe hold 1,000. There might have been 1,300 people in the space. Some people were there, just came in with their big oga. And then the technical was off, and then you had media coming in. So that was tough. I had the same thing happen again in Abuja with media coming in to record the show, just like a TV, set up full gear with assistants. Yes, they are going to collect the whole show. With their camera and everything, planning on recording the whole of Hear Word. And then when you start, interacting with them and asking them to leave, they are fighting. So in Abuja, I had a media, I won't mention names because we know the media company, record the show. When we told them to turn off their camera, they put a black tape, this electrician's black tape over the lights of the camera. Pretended to switch the camera off and just taped the lights. So you would not know the camera was on. It was just like something said to me, why is that camera facing the stage and why is it so close? And I just went over and I just looked and I just felt, and then I said, oh, it's on. And I pushed it down. Of course, they all jumped out of their seats and came to attack me. But so Abuja has been the toughest. Abuja has been the toughest. Monrovia, just because to find the skilled people to help was not easy, but they were just so lovely people and so pleased to have Hereward be there and treated us with such incredible hospitality that, and then by the second show, they were on their game. I think it just was new for them to have that complicated a show. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You were there.
So
you were there now.
Of course I was there. I'm
so
trying to.
saw,
I'm the presenter of the show now.
Technically, show one was off, but show two was on game, and you saw how lovely everybody was.
Yes, Monrovia was lovely actually. I was trying to be the presenter of this show, so they wouldn't know I was part of it. But I was in Monrovia,
and I had a good time. And what a warm welcome we received.
Yes, very
beautiful,
very.
Yes, beautiful.
Beautiful. Okay. I'll do Monrovia again and again and again. Okay, so your most fulfilling moment as a theater producer.
My what?
Most fulfilling moment.
Okay, I think I have a few. The first one was when we did the show at Unilag. And then I didn't even understand the impact of the show and what the show meant to people. And we went to Unilag main hall, and the tickets were like 500 naira because we wanted students to come, but it was exam week. So they told us students would not come. So when we started, we had about 300 students in the hall. And as soon as we got to the second scene, all the phones went up. Well, the first scene, the phones were going up. The second scene, all the phones went up. And people were recording little bits and sending it to friends. And then all of a sudden, we started getting hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. And the place filled up, 1,300-seater at Unilag. The students left their studies and came. And the noise, a show that normally would be 90 minutes, took us they added another 25 minutes because they would get up in between each scene and do their little thing and shout and then settle down and many times the actor was frozen on stage because if they liked what the actor said, they would cheer, they were shouting back, they were making their own play. So the play was so incredible because they were adding lines and adding sounds. It was beautiful. And the second time was when we were at Harvard, and I looked at the room, and the room was filled. And there may have been 4 black people in this room. Same with Germany. There were like maybe 7 people of color, and everybody else was, and they were quiet through the whole thing till the end. And then in Germany, they gave us a 4-curtain call standing ovation. We went, came back, went, came back, went, came back. And we knew this is just their style. It was good.
Okay.
Yep.
So, Mrs. F, this is one question most people have asked. And you've answered it partially, but I'll ask it again. Will you ever film Hereward?
Yes. I think I will film Hereward. I think that the world has, where maybe I might have been hesitant before, I think now everything is online. So it doesn't make sense for me not to film Hereward. So
people are making money.
Yeah, so Hereward will probably be digital shortly.
So
we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Hereward Pidgin.
Hereward
Pidgin. Pidgin.
Yes, Hereward Pidgin.
So, how did you come about Hereward Pidgin? Why? What was the inspiration?
Well, we had done Hereward in Enugu, in Ife. We had done Hereward on the streets, like in the markets, Osho, the bus stop. And at times we would take a piece and translate it completely into Yoruba or completely into Igbo. But it would be one piece here or two, that kind of thing. So I just thought, well, the lingua franca for Nigeria and for even West Africa is our pidgin. So why not? Um, like now we went to Liberia, we went to Ghana, we're probably going to Dakar. So the question is then, what? How can we speak in a way that
Communicate.
everybody can understand if we don't want to change it into each Nigerian language? So that's why
Okay.
we're pidgin. Yeah.
So that's how we got here what pigeon.
Yep.
And it was staged there at the National Theatre.
Yes. And again, you
And
were in it. Okay. I notice how you keep picking the one that you are inside it to talk about. No,
no,
I'm just
now
playing. I'm playing. I'm
Liberia, no,
playing.
now you talk Liberia, or now you talk Liberia. But
Yeah,
now
I'm
hear
just
what
playing.
pigeon.
I'm just
Yeah, I
playing.
know.
Yeah,
People
yeah,
have
yeah.
asked me again and again that we saw here what pigeon just once and it's gone. Will it ever come back? I said, well, I don't
Absolutely.
have the answer to that.
No, it's coming back. Oh, it will come back. But
Okay?
we need the pigeon to be what was that word you
Grounded.
guys taught me? Uh,
Grounded. Original.
yeah, but there was a pigeon word. My pigeon don't they ka
The pigeon, what, okay, what I, pigeon word for what word now? What I trying to
for
say?
conch, for serious, for
Okay, the thing for, if you go come, make it be real pigeon. Where
and
everybody go feel
no be
understand.
say the one way we do not be real pigeon before. But
Okay?
but the pigeon no get level inside. All of it are the same average pigeon level. You no get the pigeon, you no get worry pigeon, no get Edo pigeon, and you no get conch pigeon and Lagos. You know what I mean? It was just like
I
below
hear
Lagos.
you. No be
No,
lie, not true, not true.
the pigeon where we do needs level and it needs
So we need to
flavor.
put
It needs
level.
to get wave. So you know get wave. Now because you know get wave, now I say I go work on that pigeon again before I can't release them again. So be on the
Nothing do
lookout.
you. Nothing do you. We stand gidigba, we dey your back. Nothing do you. Don't shake you.
Exactly.
So that place where we do pigeon, National Theatre. You see as they go for that place.
It ain't good though. I don't know say it go full like that. And people call and some people who don't already watch the English one for Muson Theatre. They come National Theatre because they say they want to hear how it go be for pidgin. Because some people from, Ishekiri people, Wari people, Edo
Yeah.
people, they come now, they say, oh yeah, make I hear this pidgin. Now them can't give me feedback, say, the pidgin is sweet, oh, but if was sweet past this one. Now I can't
So
talk,
say
say,
get level.
make I get the pidgin right. When I can't release that pidgin, everything no go be the same again.
Leave on. I understand. So have you seen the state of the National Theatre where we
Yeah,
had that show?
the what?
I said, have you seen the state of the National Theatre?
Well, they are renovating it. So it's exciting because they are renovating the large room, the big bowl, which seats 2,000 plus people, right? And that bowl is where I watched Shalama, Shalama back in Festac 77.
Eva!
Yeah. So when they bring that back,
Eva!
because I remember the experience sitting there with 2,000, over 2,000 people. It's like something incredible.
So we look forward
Oh,
to
we
the
are going
main
to
goal.
there'll be performances there. So
Man, I look
I'm
forward to
gonna
this
let the
day.
people doing it know that we're ready to open the place. We're gonna open the place.
This is said that that's why your preaching, they bust their head.
No mind them now. Now my people be this now. They don't know say now since I they speak pidgin, my pidgin don't reach their own. But I don't they try now.
I don't shoot at them, nothing to you. Your pigeon on the
I
jump.
for ground.
Two.
I
You
for
dey ground,
I
nothing
for
do
ground,
you.
gidigba. I don't know when they do this, where they make comments. Which one be these comments?
Don't mind them. Then they look say, Mrs. F, when you enter English, you dey broke the English. Now you don't come join us for our pidgin. They don't dey blow the pigeon too. Now they make afraid they catch them.
Because I never start my Yoruba now. And I never
No,
start
I beg.
my Igbo.
Never start, I beg. Hold that
No,
one first.
Afambu Ifeoma. I never start my Igbo. I never start my Yoruba.
Oh my word. Okay. So, Mrs. F, as a theatre producer, when you meet a performer, what are those things you're looking out for in a performer for you to say, oh, this is really a performer?
Okay, so for me, I'm looking for, the first thing I look for is truth. Truth and honesty. Am I getting the person, or am I getting a version of the person that the person thinks in an audition? Some people come to an audition, they think they're supposed to perform like what they've seen on TV. So the first thing I look for is that honesty, like that realness. I call it being real. I don't actually look for talent per se. I look for reality first. And the reason I don't look for talent first is because I'm a teacher. And because I'm a teacher, I'm not just a director, I'm a director and a teacher. So if I'm getting honesty, that for me is now something I can work with so I can teach skill. The second thing I look for is talent. Talent.
Okay.
So talent comes as an actor, depending on your medium. If you're in film, the talent is the ability to tell the story, to communicate with the audience. And if it's film, the audience has to feel like they're in the room with you, but you're not talking to them. And if it's stage, the audience has to believe that you are talking to them directly, only them. So that's the difference. So your voice is louder, your eye communication is different, your body is bigger because you're talking to somebody maybe 10 rows, 20 rows back. In film, that person has to feel like they're sitting next to you. So your voice is, you are connected with the reality that I was talking about. How do you feel?
Yes.
Yes. So I'm looking for those things. Talent. Can people work with their eyes? Did God give them good eyes that they can work with their eyes? Can they work with their expression? Are they in touch with how they feel? Who are they? Is their person coming through? That's talent. Also, are they talented with voice, movements for stage? Can they sing? Can they project? Does their voice have inflection naturally? Do they move on stage when they talk? Can they talk? You know what I mean? Show up and you know what I mean? Can they talk?
Yes,
Can they? And it's not about
yes,
doing other people, because you can do another person and not be yourself. Can you do other people and still be you? Are you still connected when you're doing other people? Are you still connected? Are you connected to the, you know what I mean? Or are you just acting like you're feeling proud? You're performing like something you remember somebody else did, right? Then that's what I'm looking for. I can work with everybody with those different things: the talent, the truth, or the skill. You see, some people, they're just so skilled that even when they're faking it, you got to be like, I need a camera to catch that. A camera will catch you if you're faking it. The camera will catch you. On stage, we can't catch you because the lights, there are many people.
It's gone. Yes. Okay. You don't want to give me that light anymore. Okay. People, you see Mrs. F keep saying, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? This woman is tough, oh, hey. Forget this fine face. If she starts her work, and I've never seen a director who is never hurried. Mrs. F is never in haste. She will try to make you, the actor, comfortable. And when you are comfortable, now that you are comfortable, can we do the work? So let's get to the work. And that is what I enjoy about working with Mrs. F. And just like she said, your truth. You have to look for your truth and live your truth, and let your truth come forth through whatever character you get to play. Okay, so I was in a room one day and we were talking about theater directors, and almost 70% of us in the room agree that Mrs. F is one of the best theater directors in Nigeria. Yeah, I was proud. I said that's my boss. That's my boss. Yeah. But then one of them now asked, but why does she not like putting men on her stage? I was trying to say, but she has done production where men. I know Gold was on stage, Tepi Ekpenyong was on stage. I just not men.
Also, KJ was OCKJ, Tonya
You
Shina.
get. So since they've asked, so I've said, okay, I'll be the devil's advocate and ask Mrs. F. Mrs. F, they say you're always doing women-centered shows. When? Are you opposed to having men on your stage? If not, when are you going to bring men on stage?
Okay, so I'm not opposed to having men on my stage, and the men who've worked with me, they know I've worked with men before, and we've done incredible work. You can even, so for me, I think what it is I feel like I only have a certain amount of time on the planet, and I want to do work that impacts, positively transforms communities. So if I have an issue which requires talking with and about men or presenting it, and I think one of my next plays might be mostly men, actually. I haven't come out with it yet, but don't worry. Then you will see the men on stage. But I've worked with Olu Jacobs, I've worked with Osi KJ, I've worked with Deyemi Okanlawa, I've worked with, they know now, I've worked with them. Deyemi is on here now. Hey, Deyemi. I've worked with men,
yes.
and they know I'm tough. I've worked
Oh,
with
yes.
Baba Sef. I've worked with, senior guys. So we are here now.
Yes.
I worked with Village Headmaster before. The guy who was the principal at Village Headmaster.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Which of them? The principal, the headmaster.
The ballet. The ballet Village Headmaster.
Oh, the ballet. That is Eleyimi, Chief Eleyimi.
Yes.
Chief Eleyimi. I don't know what her real name is, but that was his character name.
I've worked with men. So it's just that, listen, the real reason that I haven't worked with men is because administratively and production-wise, I am terrible. I'm a good director, according to all of you. I can teach, but production. So it requires a certain amount of money, and I am terrible at asking for money. If I could find somebody who would go ahead of me to find the money, I would do like 5 plays in a year now. What am I waiting for? At least 4. But because there's nobody going ahead to ask for the money for me to do the productions, and I also believe in compensating artists well. So so we can't do the 4 productions I want to do. But I'm trying to change that formula now. So I've had time during COVID to think about it, and I may have a better formula for how to come out with more production. Yeah. Okay. And also I hope I may be interested in taking on more directors that would run our exactly. So
that would be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that. That would be so much fun.
Yeah.
That would be so much fun. Okay. This is the one that one particular person or persons have been waiting for me to ask. Who would choose to be LGBT in Nigeria? Who would choose to be LGBT in Nigeria? You know, somebody said something about it, so I had to go. I woke up around 2 a.m. today to go on
Wow.
YouTube to watch the whole video. I say after watching around 4:30 in the morning, just me, I say, my show today goes sweet. My show today goes sweet. Because the passion, I know Mrs. F brings passion to everything she does, but the passion with which you had that talk, and when you get to the point where you say, I am humbled by this particular knowledge after talking to this set of people, it it's it worked on my psyche that of a truth we have these people amongst us. These people live with us, and that's misconception that it is a foreign thing. I know it's a lie. We've had LGBTs amongst us since forever. But like you said in your speech, nobody is talking about it. One first, how did you get to talk about this at Harvard?
Well, when you come to Harvard, you're supposed to give a speech, right? So I could choose anything I wanted. I mean, I could have chosen to do gender. I could have chosen to talk about corruption. Um, I had a bunch of ideas that I wanted to, things that I was passionate about. So I listed them down. And then I looked at them and I thought, for me, gender was a big deal. But I had already done queer work. And queer word was actually by pure coincidence showing at Harvard at the same time I was doing my fellowship. So I wanted to do something else. Racism, there was a bunch of it. Even inequality, like financial inequality levels in Nigeria. What does that mean? Right? So I decided that at that time, I had some friends who are LGBTQ, and I was talking to them. In fact, it was the LGBT. I didn't even know that the Q was going to be joined on. And I just thought, at that time, there was, Chimamanda had put something on, she had posted some write up, and there was so much like negative attack on Chimamanda, on her LGBT, and I was listening and reading, and the law had come out, of the 14 years. I talked to some people, and I realized that police were harassing people who are LGBT by collecting stipend every month, because now it's against the law. So police can now say, look, it's against the law. So if you're living as an LGBTQ, you pay me every month. So it was that NSAS thing, but it was another version, right?
Wow.
Yes. So I was hearing these different stories. But the thing that triggered me the most was I had a friend who was not LGBTQ and who was born again, very serious about her born again. And I mentioned to her that two Nigerians that I knew who are LGBTQ were planning on getting married, or, doing a ceremony. They were going to live together. Both these people, I knew them personally. I knew them before they got together. And they are incredible people. Like, they are like A-class one people in terms of generosity, intelligence, what they give to society, how they treat people, etc. Right? And I think they just got tired and they said, they're not going to hide again. Right? So in telling her, she got so upset with me. She started calling Satan and devil and, Satan abides here and all these things. And she got up She said, I'm going to leave this place now. She was in my house. She was so upset. She was started abusing me. She started abusing them. She started abusing even my own family, which is not LGBTQ, but I had told her something my mother said or something, and she said she just joined it inside. I mean, but she left. And so that just like made me choose that one. I'll continue. That made me choose that one because I thought it's key right now for people to understand that the biggest problem in Nigeria is not LGBTQ. The biggest problem in Nigeria is corruption and inequality. Not inequality of women, inequality all the way. Inequality for
Yes,
young
true.
versus old, inequality for rich versus poor, inequality for women and against men, inequality. We don't want to share. How can one person, two people, three people, four people collect billions and billions, not of naira, of dollars, at a time when people can't eat? What the hell? It's just to throw something to people to distract you from the truth. The truth is they are robbing you. They are throwing you LGBTQ here, and they are robbing everything. Before you know it, they have carried your school. They have carried your life. They have carried your education. They have carried your future. They have carried your nutrition. They have carried your health care, your health. They have carried your blood pressure because your blood pressure is high. The traffic
Yes.
is shit. Everything is shit. And the same person who is stealing all that from 200 million people is telling you that they are going to imprison for 14 years 3% of the population that's minding its own business. What about you, who is stealing 200 million people, who is killing people? When you steal people's healthcare, you murder them. You murder them. You kill them. You kill babies. You cause people to sell babies. You cause people to sell women into human trafficking. You cause people to become prostitutes. You take away people's future. You take away people's livelihood. You cause unemployment. You cause people to fight each other. You cause people to hate each other. You cause tribalism. You are causing a disaster by stealing people's money that is not yours.
Money. True.
Then you
Yes,
want
true.
to tell them that in order for you to be busy looking for LGBT people, look around, you are among you. Because they are coming in. You go and look at this one. Go and look for Fulani headsmen. Go and look for this one. Go and look for Christians. Go and look for born-again Christians. Go and look for this. It makes absolutely no sense for anybody who cannot do the mathematics. And I started seeing people not being able to do the mathematics. And I realized in a way it's not anybody's fault, because for the last 40 years, education in Nigeria has been zero. And those same people, sorry, you put me on a soapbox now. Those same people do not put their children in school in Nigeria.
Say that again, Mama.
Those same people who are telling
People
you they
do
are not
not put
increasing
their children
they should be
schools in
increasing
Nigeria.
themselves. They do
True.
not
I
they
agree.
do not school in Nigeria. They do not do any operation in Nigeria, even common teeth. They take their teeth and go and do it another place. But they will be wanting you people to be fighting yourself. And instead of you people to get sense to say, excuse me, when did when last did anybody who is LGBT come and attack me? When last did anybody who is LGBT collect my school fees, collect my park, collect my road, collect my diesel, collect my whatever? We shouldn't even be talking about diesel. We shouldn't be talking about NEPA now.
Did you understand?
Should be in Ghana, Republic of Benin, NEPA is there. When they get 30 minutes, they don't have light. Are they not Africans like us? Do they even have 1/10 of the money that we have? They don't even have 1/10 of the money we have. They have road, they have light, they have education. They have parks. They have clean beaches. So
Drinkable water.
for me,
Possible drinkable
I don't want to
water.
hear. I don't want to hear another victim. I don't want to hear any LGBT crap. Crap. It's crap. 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 Take your energy and go and fight the bastards that are robbing you and your children blind. Even your children that are not born, they are taking it from the unborn children. They are collecting
Yes.
your future. They are collecting it. When I was young, I could walk the street. There were sidewalks. I rode my bicycle all up and down a 1 hour road to Abalende. I went here and there. And it wasn't even good then. But at least I had parks. I had this. I had that. I had good education. I went to school here in Nigeria. I was born in Oniko. I went to St. Mary's Ajala. From there, I went to Holy Child College. Right? So,
Yes.
excuse me, know the demon. Don't be calling demon for another person. And I reject any group for that. Whether it's tribe, bring me a tribal, another this. When they say it's this, it's Christians, it's Muslims, it's born again, it's Fulani headsmen, it's whatever. I don't want to hear it. If there
I
was
get you.
law
I
and
get you.
order, we won't have kidnapping on Akure Highway. We won't have it.
Yeah.
I
True.
don't want to hear.
True. Okay. I just set myself off. Don't worry. I know my madam. When she starts like that, get it. A little bird whispered that you are gonna do a film on LGBT.
No, well, I was going to, but like I said, it's about financing, right? But hey, maybe somebody will fund it, right? Because I still have
Possibly.
to be honest, my passion is stage. I love stage. So
I
it's
know.
hard enough to raise money. In fact, it's easier to raise money for film. It's hard enough to raise money for stage. But like I said, I'm working on that. So maybe, yeah, maybe somebody would come behind it. And I have a film. Absolutely, I have a script. So it's about time. I'm one person. I can't do. I have 4 children. I cannot do tourist hayward, film of this, this. But I realized that I could not do that. It was against the law for me to do a play on LGBTQ. And let me tell you why. In that law, there's a clause that says any 2 people who are LGBTQ in a room are breaking the law.
Wow.
And if you, as a parent, have a child who's LGBTQ and you don't report them, you are breaking the law. So what I started to realize is that I may do a play, and then I have people in the play or watching the play who are LGBTQ. So if I do a play on LGBTQ, I might contact 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 or 100 LGBTQ
Of
people.
them.
They are inside the room. I've already broken the law. They've broken the law. We all get carted off together. So I changed it to a film, but I haven't done it yet. Don't worry, if I don't do it in my lifetime, I'll give the script to somebody. Anybody listening who wants to do the film will be able to pick it up and do the film and make the announcement live.
And you heard it first
You heard
on
it from
the
me.
Campus
If I
Lives
don't
with
do the
Mawuyon.
film, come and take the script because it's a very good story. And come and do the film. I will even help you.
I can imagine. This is that. You train as an architect. You used to practice.
I did what?
You used to practice. You trained as an architect.
Yes.
You used to practice architecture.
No, but I trained as an interior architect, which and an urban restoration, where like what I did was I worked with the Atlanta when the Olympics was coming to Atlanta. I worked on they were restoring the old town as well.
Okay.
I liked it, but it did not I needed to talk more directly to people because you can see my passion. So sitting down in a room drawing and talking to bricks and talking to cement and paint and electrical wiring, it was not grabbing me like when I can talk to normal people, right? To people, to humans who give you feedback. I also,
Yeah.
but it's the design is the same. You design a space, you design a play, you're designing words and movement,
Okay.
right? So you're designing light, window, door, cement, gravel, you're designing a building, how tall, how big, right? But when you do a play, you're doing the same thing, except you don't know it's more interesting because you don't know what the actor is going to do. You might say
Oh.
cross stage here, but the actor can cross stage quietly or the actor can cross stage laughing, right? I mean, so you don't know. I mean, and that, to me, that's much more exciting. I am working on a piece of architecture now, but I said it's the last one I'm going to do. And I'm
Wow.
only doing it because it's a family member's place. But I'm
Project. Okay.
suffering. I'm suffering doing it. I'm not going to lie. It's partly why you haven't seen any play from me this year. I'm suffering doing it because my mind has come out from that field completely.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It's all right. You'll be fine. I know you. You always deliver. You will deliver, and I'm not afraid. So, Mr. Tonu, Mr. Tonu, Mr. will say I have come again with the one that concerns me. But it's what I know.
One
I will ask you.
sweetie day.
So, Mr. Tonu and Privan the Bomb. What is the marriage?
Oh, okay. So Mr. Tonu is another language version of Hear Word. Okay, and we're about to do Hear Word. In fact, somebody was asking me about Hear Word Hausa, but I said I must do Hear Word French first, though, before I do Hear Word Hausa. Okay, so Mr. Tonu, I mentioned to someone that I wanted to do a show either in Makoko or in Tinubu Square at TBS.
Okay.
And I may still do TBS. I don't know. I had already done Oshodi Bus Stop, Mushi Market. We have done. Because it's not me. Of course, there's a team. Maybe originally I was kind of pushing it, but now, as you yourself saw, Earword is like a cartel of madams, right? So they are advocates and they are women empowerment officers, chairmen,
By
chairladies.
yourselves.
They are
I'm telling you.
chairpersons, yes.
Yes.
So I wanted to do a project and in a language that I could not speak. I realized because I grew up in Lagos, I can think in Yoruba. It's weird, even though my Yoruba is not good. I can think in Yoruba. I don't know why, because I've heard it. And in Igbo, I'm not good with. But I wanted to do that because I was preparing myself also for French because I don't speak French. In fact, I've started learning French now on Duolingo. And then at the same time, by pure chance, there was a filmmaker in Nigeria who was going around looking for a film to make. He had contacted the Dutch embassy saying that he was looking for, he wanted to make a film in Nigeria. And I had a show at the Muson Center where I had invited some embassy people from different embassies.
Okay.
I don't know if that was the one shot, but anyway, I was now contacted by the Dutch embassy. They sent me a letter saying there's a filmmaker in town and he wants to meet different artists and different people. And you have some time to meet him, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. So I said, they said, do I have an hour? I said, I have 30 minutes. I have 30 minutes to meet him. So the guy told me where he was staying. I went there, I met him, and I listened to what he was saying, and I liked. He was asking me what I was working on, and if I really felt there was inequality, and do I that Nigerian women seem so tough, and I seem so tough, and why am I on this inequality thing and all that. I said, yeah. So it was a back and forth dialogue, and he was asking the right questions. And when I asked him questions, he was very enthusiastic about making really good work. He had not made a film before.
Wow.
Yeah, he had made like a 5 minute something. He had not made a film before. So to be honest, I wasn't that feeling like this was the person that should be making a film. But he said, I'll come. And then over a year and a half, it didn't happen in a day. He kept coming to Nigeria and going around and following us. He followed us to Ake Festival in Abeokuta. He followed us to Yaba. He followed us places. And then he said, if you don't mind, next time I come, I'm going to bring a camera. I'm going to make this film. I said, okay, fine.
It just happens to be when you were doing Mr. Tolu.
Yes.
That was when the
And then, just as if you want me to mention, I called you. I called you.
You did tell me, yes.
Somebody told me that you could speak, that you could understand Donville. So I said, okay, bring her now, because I will need somebody to interpret. At least on certain meetings, I had two Gombe interpreters. But I wanted you in the focus groups where we were talking, because they were not performers that we were working with. So
yeah.
I like how you just bring your own up. Okay, go on. What again are you going to talk about?
How was
that big Edo play that you did? That Judy Gaga's play. You want to talk about that one now, so I'll say you are there too.
No, I'm not going to. Oh my God, you are the one that brought it up again. Mrs. F can pull legs. She can drag legs. Okay, so I experienced Mr. Tolu, and I must tell you, I was intrigued because, the big time that I stayed with those places. You remember, I cried though, I cried. Because we all got to share some stuff, and it was when I was working on the interpretation of this film that I got an insight as to the different wars you had to fight before you could bring Mr. Tonu to that community. So how was it? The fight, the production itself, and the victory, there was any?
Well, you know me now. When I decide that I'm going to do something, I don't know that I'm fighting, to be honest. I don't know I'm fighting.
Oh, you are fighting.
It's only after that I saw it that I said, hey, I was fighting. To me, if I say I'm doing something, I just keep going and trying different ways till I get where I want to go. So it just turned out that worked out. The filmmaker, in fact, the filmmaker didn't even catch the one where area boys surround me, break bottle. They didn't catch the one where area boys stopped my boat, docked my boat, hijacked me, kidnapped me, put me inside one school, say I'm not moving, I can't go to the class. Or the one where I held rehearsal and nobody came to rehearsal because the men had gathered to say that the women are not going to any rehearsal though, until I meet them and settle them, their husbands and their parents. Not to talk of the one where my car could not come out of Ratman Popo because they blocked the car. Okay, because the filmmaker was not there at the time. So
you cannot catch everything.
Is the one you saw. But on this call, you have Toju. Toju was there. Toju knows. Toyi Yoshinaike. These are my people, my guys, my G's, right? So They know some of what I went through. Yeah, you know, hey, I said I'm doing this and I'm doing it. That's me.
But I say the film is out. So if you want to see the film, where do we go to see the film?
Well, right now the film is, I think it's still on Al Jazeera. It's on Al
Al
Jazeera
Jazeera.
Witness for free. You just go into Al Jazeera Witness and they call it Mrs. They call it Nigerian Women Walk on Water. Mrs. F, Nigerian Women Walk on Water. So yes, thank you for the pitch. Everybody go watch Mrs. F, Nigerian Women Walk
Yes,
on Water on
sir.
Al
You
Jazeera. Al
see?
Jazeera, man, Witness, Nigeria. I think the link may still be in my bio. You know what? I'll put the link in my bio after this call, right? So that
Okay.
people can see, because it's a 45-minute version. It's a very good version, and
Oh, beautiful.
yeah, and it's free. So why not click on the link, watch the
And
show,
and I did the interpretation.
and you're
I did
there.
the
Yes,
subtitling.
you're there, and you look cute. You look cute. I mean, you
Thank
look
you,
cute now,
ma'am.
but you were like really cute in the movie.
Thank you. So, Mrs. F, on a final note, when I was watching that clip from Radcliffe yesterday, no, this morning, there was something you said repeatedly, and I think it is the crux of the issue we have in this country. Intolerance. Intolerance. And whether we like it or not, it is what has informed whatever kind of war going on in the world, whatever kind of war we have in Nigeria, whatever and the culture of fear. Those two things. You talked about intolerance and the culture of fear, where people use fear to, I don't know, it's
To
now you
control
talk about it,
people,
tell
to
us.
control, yes, to extort money and to control. So it's like that. If you think about the whole NSARS thing, you know, we're gonna just scare these people, we're gonna frighten these people, shoot some people, and then everybody will scatter, right? So you use brute force to make people. Fear is a controlling factor. But what
But
has been happening, and there's less of it now. I don't know if you noticed that there's less of it now in church. You look at Boko Haram, and Boko Haram would use fear of, that's what they call terrorism. They use fear to control the population in their area, right? They use fear to make you not want to go to school. They use fear even of the afterlife. That if you do so and so and so, you will not enter the kingdom of heaven. Now let's go to church. The same thing. The same thing in church. So if your pastor said something like, your neighbor is banging you, your mother-in-law is flying at night, your mother-in-law does not want so and so. The reason you have not conceived is because there's somebody, the girlfriend of your, you know, you start thinking, wow, yeah, man, I'm surrounded by people who don't want my goodwill. Also in church, when a pastor continues to mention the word Satan or demon or devil or marine spirit, excuse me, people on this call or anybody who's going to watch this video later, when last did you meet marine spirits? Because me, I've never met one, and I'm older than most of you on this call. When last did you and whatever have a nice chat? You were walking down the road and the devil just came and said, hello, here I am, Satan, been waiting for you. So why is the pastor constantly bringing the devil into the church? There is no place for the devil in the church. The church is a home of God. It's a house of
yeah,
God. The
yeah,
pastor
true.
should not mention demon on his mouth. The pastor should be talking about God, love, joy, tolerance, love thy neighbor as thyself, even things like bountiful, giving. May your blessings be doubled. The person should not say, may the demon not enter your house. Because guess what? He has just made the demon enter that person's house. He has just
Because
called the demon.
imagination goes
He
wide.
has woken up Satan himself.
Yeah.
Satan, they sleep where Satan there now. Why you go call Satan? Did Satan call you? Did they answer you? Did they write your name anywhere? People are coming to church. They want to feel positive. Yes, they may have a sickness. They may have whatever. But you're distracting from the real reason. The real reason is poverty. Poverty is tied to corruption. Corruption is tied to bad leadership. Bad leadership is tied to Satan. So Satan is sitting in leadership. Get him out of the church. Let's go to the government. Let's go to the corrupt people. That is where Satan is. Not in the church, not with our neighbors, not with our whatever, not with LGBT, not with the... There are people in Calabar that are finding children saying that one is rich. And they are poisoning and driving or tying these children to the trees. To the trees.
Till now?
Now, tying children to a tree in a forest. For God's sake, open your eyes, open your ears, open your mind. The person who is doing all this is in the Senate, in the commission, in the government. That's where it is. Let's get the demons who are there out.
And that will be at peace.
The devil is not in your neighborhood. I'm not saying you have bad people, though. There are bad people. There are some bad people. We know them. You know who is a bad person. You know a bad person is a rapist. A bad person is a thief. A bad person will kill somebody. A bad person will steal from somebody. And guess what? Guess what? Unfortunately, we live in a country where our leadership has done just that to all of us. They have stolen and they have killed. For the past 50, 60 years. If you don't know that, go and look at when they budget for medicine and the medicine doesn't come. When they budget for light and the light doesn't come. When they budget for education and the person doesn't get educated, so they don't know how to make the right choice on what to eat or what to do. When they budget for quality food, but they don't check what is inside the food because they're not doing the right thing and they let some crap come in the country, people eat it and they die. Okay, it's all corruption. Okay, that's murder. That's called murder. Mawuyon, you're getting me now. They'll come and arrest me. Oh.
They cannot arrest you.
This is not recorded.
You are 60 minutes too late. We have recorded everything. In fact, people, by this time tomorrow,
But you know, keeping it real.
No, seriously,
When people make a decision to minimize the lives of millions of people, hundreds of millions of people, they are cheating, stealing, and murdering those people. They are also taking the future of those people away, and they are taking the future of those people's children and grandchildren away. We all need to see that, and we need to get out, and we need to vote for people who are competent, who are caring, and who are fair. If you're on this call and you're not registered to vote, you're not ready to go out there and exercise your vote because they can cheat. I agree. But if you go out in mass, to what degree of cheating can be done? If you are just so many, what cheating can be done?
I agree.
So you have to do the one you can do. You can't say, oh, no. And then afterwards now, you come and say, oh, this is what we got. You have to push it because the most power you have is your vote and your voice.
True.
You got your vote
Yeah.
and you can get online. You can get online and talk. You can talk about the fact that you understand that these people are robbing, they are stealing what is your own and what is your
Yes.
children's own.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Ah, Mrs. F. Thank
But
you.
I better
Thank
say
you so
something
very much.
positive. I love
Yes.
all of
Okay.
you. I love
No,
Nigeria.
no, there's something you
I
say
was
about this
born in
country.
Nigeria. I grew up
Mrs. F,
in
there's something you
Nigeria.
have to say.
I love
Say- There's
Nigeria and I'm
something I know,
hopeful
yes.
for Nigeria. Mwah,
Yes.
mwah, mwah,
Where,
Nigeria.
where?
Please, Nigeria. I'm married to Nigeria. It's a sort of an abusive relationship. Just when I'm showing it love, poof. The next leader comes. Maybe, oh God, beg, please do something.
Oh,
But
I
I'm here.
get it. I get it.
I'm all here. We're
We
gonna
are
make
here.
it
We
work.
are here.
We're
We
gonna
are
make
here.
it work. We're gonna
Nigeria
make it
is
work,
Mrs. F.
guys. This is it. This is the
Settled.
this is it.
Yes, this is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. Mrs. F always says Nigeria is her love and her heartache. So she's carrying the love and the heartache together with the conviction that we go make her for Nigeria. That Nigeria that we all want. Who get it? Who get it? I believe I join my faith with yours, and just like every woman that you have committed into your space to work with you, I'm ready to work as much as it's made available to me to make sure this country is what we all dream it to be, so we can live a better Nigeria for our children's children's children. Thank you, Mrs. F, for coming on the show. And people, by this time tomorrow, by the grace of God, you can see this interview on our YouTube channel, Mawuyon on YouTube. Just look for it. By the time I upload it, I'll send out the link so that it's easier for you to just click on the link and watch Mrs. F go on and on and on and on and on. Somewhere behind I'll
Okay,
say,
and also I'm posting my link for Mrs. F's Nigerian Women Walk on Water. And
yes, yes,
Mawuya, thank you
I'll
so much. I love you. You know that.
thank you, Mom. Yes, I know. I've never doubted your love for me. So we'll let Mrs. F go. Thank you, Mom. Thank you so very much for coming on board. Thank you. Oh, they're choosing the right time to put on the generator. So it is time to go home. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been Mrs. F, Ifeoma Fafunwa, with me on the show today, The Actor's Life with Mawuyon, and it's been very enlightening, informative, and educative. And for those of us who did not grow up in that era, in the 60s, 70s, I know Mrs. F has told you one or two things that you go and research about. And like I said, you get to see this interview on our YouTube channel, Mawuyon, this time tomorrow by the grace of God. And by then I'll have the link for Mrs. F, Nigeria Women Walk on Water, so that as you are clicking to watch this interview, you can actually click to see that film, that 45-minute film on Mrs. F. Thank you so very much for joining me on the show. It's been a beautiful time. Thank you all for joining in. Warrior Festival, I see you. Adesosa Mike, thank you. Mrs. Wumi, Omowumi Shegun, thank you so much. I love you. That's my oh yes, I know she'll be open to it. She's that kind of a person. Yes. Yes, we gonna make her on this Nigeria, we gonna make her for Nigeria. So everybody, from me to you, until I come your way again next week, it is your host on the Actors Life with Mawuyon. I remain Mawuyon. Thank you. God bless you. See you next week.